How you doing, guys? Today, what I'm trying to do or show you is an issue I'm having with one of these Chinese-made tattooing power supplies. It's model PFCT-700. It's DC power supply regulated. Um, this one is kind of a little different than most that I've seen. It does have a power cord. It's a DC. Output is, I think, hold on, give me 1 second. I think it's a 16.8 volt DC output charger. But it has this battery pack in there. So like I disconnected the power to the damn thing and left the on switch on, and the display still showed it had power. So it did actually still work, which was kind of weird. So the problem I was having was I plugged in my foot pedal, the right side, plugged in my clip cord to the right side, tried hooking it up to the tattoo machine and step on the pedal and get nothing. The digital display would completely zero out, even though I'd had it preset to, say, I don't know, 9.6 amps, okay, or volts. As soon as I'd step on the pedal, zero out, nothing come from the machine at all. Didn't matter what I did. Tried all kinds of different shit. It didn't work. So I've always been kind of a do-it-yourselfer. So what I did was I took it apart, took it out, took all the guts out, took all these guts out right here. Take these off real quick. Took the guts out. Took the actual circuit board panel out. Looked something like this. The reason it's that shape is because this battery pack fits right in there when you slide it into the body of the power supply. These positive and negative cords connect right around there. If you can see it, where I cut them, thinking that this was an issue, but it wasn't the issue. Well, I started looking around on this thing, and just from years of tinkering and usually always trying to fix my own issues with all of my supplies and all my gear when it came to my tattoo and stuff. I usually fixed it myself. I noticed that certain soldered connections on the back here just didn't look right. Mainly, which I'm really surprised I managed to get it on the first try, was this one right here. This little guy right there. And if you see him, if I tilt it like this, it's actually one of the terminal prongs to this display, the digital readout. Okay? Well, when those terminal prongs come through the board, okay, there's a soldering point on both sides where it needs to connect to the board and to the chip terminals on both sides. Well, this little guy over here on this side had completely severed its soldered connection on both sides. So what was happening pretty much was when I'd step on the pedal, it would close the circuit completely, almost like a grounding issue. It would like ground itself out, and you would actually could hear like a real high pitch like sound coming from the power unit. So all I did was soldered that little terminal right there on both sides. Thought I needed to do more, just kind of looked at it again, second try, and then just said screw it, plugged the whole thing back in, and let me show you. No battery in it. Doesn't matter if you have a battery or not. The battery just makes it to where you can kind of be a little bit more mobile with it. I was kind of surprised you can do that with this model power supply. But all right, so let's plug this bad boy in. All right, we got juice. As you can see, I turned the power supply on. It's got juice. We're gonna set it to like 8.5. Okay, we got it at 8.5. Yeah. All right. So just be careful if you're gonna leave it outside of the body of the power supply. Try your best not to touch any of these